Alright, y'all. We're going to see if this trim works. Give me a second to get up to the dash. Got her going. Alright. The wiring on this boat is a mess. This is, for me to get it going, I've been out here tracing wires for a little bit, but this is what I'm dealing with. All this I'm going to try to beautify as best as I can, but these relays here, they've got to do with the trim. And that, as you can see, it's on the underneath side of a kind of like a little bench slash battery box that takes up a ton of space. But it was missing a couple fuses and these little male female quick push on fittings. A lot of those were dirty. I knew I had power to the switch on the dash because when you turn the key on, I've got a switch up on the dash that lights up that says trim on it, but when you press the up or down on the trim, it didn't do anything. Well, I've kind of traced them back to here. I looked at the little trim motor and seen that all these wires come up here, and I just started hoping for the best, crossed my fingers, cleaned all these little connections, and I put in, it was missing a few fuses, so I put in a few fuses, and believe it or not, it went to working. So I'm going to continue cleaning up wire connections as best as I can, and I'm going to call this done for today. I'm wanting to get up on this roof, and I want to take all this trim off. I want to take all this railing off and that upper steering helm and that pipe thing that was for a crane for lifting a generator up on the roof. I want to take all that off. So now that I know the trim works, I'm going to button all that back up and get up on this roof. Alright, y'all, here's what I'm dealing with. I'm going to take all this railing off, this pipe, come forward here. I'm going to take this old steering helm out and prep this roof. Well, today I'm just going to take all this stuff off, and I'm going to take caulking and put in any screw holes and stuff like that. But I'm getting it ready to reskin this roof and fiberglass it. So that's what I'll be doing. I know y'all ain't gonna believe this, but I'm out here working on the boat and a storm is rolling in. Wind's picking up. Looks like it's about to rain. I'm gonna do what I can. Y'all look at that fat piggy out there. Out there being a piggy, living a life. Socks, what are you doing? Alright, I got my work cut out for me. I need to get to work. There's the railing. Got all the railing off, and I just need to get this steering console off, it's actually starting to sprinkle. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be up here. But when it comes to getting this steering console off, I can't just rip, cut all these wires, because, at one point or other, the engine was able to be started, turned on, turned off, and all that stuff from up here. So I don't know if I'd hack through these ignition wires up here, if it's going to make the engine not run when I go to start it from down below. So I very carefully have to tear all this crap out of here and leave the ignition wires and these I got some 120 volt receptacles up here. I got to go through all this carefully and eliminate everything to where I can start and stop the motor from down below. But it's starting to sprinkle, so I'm getting out of the rain. Alright, I got the wires. I cut each individual one coming from the little dash panel up here and the key switch. And these things I just cut with the cutoff wheel. That's the shifter and throttle cables from up here. They were garbage anyway. It was rusted. They were rusted solid, so I just cut them off. Make my life easier. So now I think I can go around this upper helm with the Sawzall, very gently get it off. Well, there's half of it, folks. Let me tell you, it is hot out here. Got half of it gone. I also had to cut through the steering cable. I forgot about that. But alright, got half of it gone. Best I can figure, I've not seen any generator plug-in anywhere on this boat. So my best guess is, and I've not found any inverters either to change 12 volts to 120. So my best guess is they plugged the generator up either on the back deck or on the roof. And I think what they did is they made a double-ended male plug, plugged into this receptacle, and then flipped the switch on, and that back-fed 120 volts into this system. That's the only thing I can figure. But alright, well anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna finish sawzalling this thing off. I'm using a sawzall to cut this thing down, and I'll clean up and I'll cut it down even further later. But alright, here we go. Y'all, it is unbelievably hot out here. Working on top of that houseboat roof. I about fell out. About the time I was ready to come down for a break, the wife pulls up in the yard with some Wendy's and a chocolate Frosty. Gotta love her. I'm fixing to eat these couple little cheeseburgers here and eat this Frosty and get back up there and sweep up the roof, show y'all what it looks like. Alright y'all, here's what we got. Got a mess to clean up. I'm going to kind of do a deck over from this frame here, where the end of the tape measure is, on back to right there. I'm just going to get 12-foot pressure treated 2x4s and run one up one side on edge, one up the other side on edge, and frame in between them with 8 foot long 2x4s. I won't need all 8 foot of it. I think this roof is just a little bit over 7 feet wide. So yeah, frame them, 16 inches on center, from that point up there where the tape measure is to right here. Skin it with some plywood and fiberglass it, and that'll get me, that new deck will go over all this stuff. I guess this is where a rooftop air conditioning unit used to be and all that. Tomorrow I'm gonna verify I can start this engine back up, being I've undid all these wires. And if I can't start the engine back, then I'll see what the dealing is with the wire. But anyway, and I think there's an access hatch right there on the side of the boat. I think if I go in that access hatch, it's right here close to where these wires come through the roof, so I think I'll be able to see what's going on right there. But for right now, I'm going to clean all this stuff up and show y'all what it looks like. Here we go. Swept up, got a 5-gallon bucket worth of leaves and dirt, crap. Tomorrow I'll get up here with a leaf blower, do a little better job, but I'm exhausted for now. Go on in, take a shower, clean up my tools, get this stuff off the roof. Tomorrow's a new day. I'll pull that pipe off the roof and hook the bunny ears back to the outdrive, see if I get this thing fired up, being that I've cut the wiring harness. Alright y'all, thanks for hanging in there with me.